yes, I am beautiful. Yes, you know, who wouldn't want to see my beautiful face? But that's not why I do these videos. The reason I do these videos is to tell you guys what the tea is, what the royalty is, what spiritually you need to know to better your life, basically. Like, not gatekeeping, and like being open in spirituality, and actually, you know, giving you guys wisdom, and you know, so that we can all create better opportunities for ourselves and not have to be in a lack mentality. You know, like girl talk, and like, you know, girl talk, boy talk, magical girl talk. Do you know what I mean? For the rare magical boys out there, do you know what I mean? Period. And for the magical girls that want to be their higher selves, you know, we all include. Do you know what I mean? So it's basically, I feel like most of my videos are going to be more like this anyway, because I just like the cinematography aspect, like the aesthetic, the vibe. And basically today I brought things that basically represent the energy that I channeled, and it was the 999 portal on 999 portal yesterday. And yeah, we just, you know, the new beginnings. If you don't know, if you guys aren't, you know, familiar with the 999 portal, it's basically just a a portal, a gate, an opportunity for you to have faith, be in your Nine of Pentacles energy, be in that lover's energy, you know, the Ace of Cups, flowing of abundance, you know, like I have so many cards, guys. I'm gonna just all put them here. But yeah, I was like writing down some things, and it was gratitude, guys, has been such a big lesson for me personally. Being grateful for what we have in this life, and you know, being able to like see and appreciate what we have now, and yeah, just trying to be fully honest with ourselves, and you know, I believe that, you know, with each day goes on, it's a new brand day. And I feel like we need to start thinking like that a bit more, guys. Because, you know, we can't be in this state of procrastination anymore. We can't be in this state of lack mentality anymore. We have to actually start being that representation, being that higher self, and actually like showing up. And, you know, creating that, you know, these are notes from yesterday that I took. That was basically, no, sorry, not yesterday, 2 days ago. And it was basically what I was channeling. And but yeah, it's about like staying zen as well. Like, this is also the energy that I've been picking up on. Like, don't like crash out, guys. Like, I literally, as someone that crashes out, do you know what I mean? It's one of those things that it is hard, but it becomes easier with time. And, you know, being able to do like breath work, like being into prayer, you know, denouncing and cancelling like plans that, you know, don't serve you anymore, and like just letting go of those false promises that you say you'll keep but you don't. So it's like, just being zen is like the way to move forward, guys, because, you know, and I know this is for you guys too. And it's like one of those things where we want to be in a place of contentment and patience and peace, because why would we not want that? Especially for, you know, you guys are blossoming into a new stage of your life where, you know, you have a choice and a chance to actually become that self that you always wanted to be. And for me, I want to help you with that journey and be able to even like with my own lessons, and like finding out like my like the gifts that I have, and being able to use them without fear, you know. So as you can see, I have some makeup over here. I've got some Westman Italia. We just love some Westman Italia. Let me put my mic down. But yeah, get your makeup on, girl. Like, get your makeup on, your magical makeup, you know? Stunning. Get that brightener on, girl. No one needs to know that you're jet lagged. Do you know what I mean? No one needs to know that you're tired. So, oh, that's my timer. But yes, you don't want to feel if you don't want to feel like you're going through if you don't want to feel like the universe is working against you, I would say the best thing to do is just reaffirm and actually like ask and ask for signs. Like, don't be afraid to tap into that like innocence of like or naivety of like not knowing, because you're not going to know absolutely everything about spirituality. I used to believe I did. Who fed my ego? Did you get it? Like, well, the divine did, because I did know quite a lot for a while in terms of like aspects of spirituality, but then I started realizing that, you know what, it's not about the aspects of spirituality, it's about spirituality, like the encompassing of how you can incorporate this in your daily life. Because a lot of people like to say spirituality isn't a religion, and it obviously isn't, but it's definitely something that you take as with you as a path. So, you know, that's why I don't me personally, I don't mind if anyone else is in religion, or anyone else that's close to me has picked a certain path, because it's all one and the same at the end of the day anyway. So if you're feeling like, you know, you don't know which path to pick and you don't know where to go, babe, it's all one and the same as well. And that's also what I was channeling as well, being able to like actually like hold on into a path and actually stick to it. Yeah, and and let me see what my notes say in here. It's one of those things, right, where wealth is going to be coming into your life, and for you to even have that this wealth that you see, you need to actually start reestablishing your relationship with wealth, and like, you know, seeing that like in times of lack mentality, or you know, when you have a lot but you don't feel something within. It's like feeling both sides of the feeling both sides of the coin, because you can have a lot of like accumulative wealth in terms of like money, but you might not have a lot of spiritual wealth in terms of like within, like you don't feel a lot, and then vice versa, like you might not have as much, but you know that you are abundant within. But it's like, now it's time to even that playing field and actually start receiving and giving in that same sense. Like, you have the wealth that you have within you, and it also reflects in the way that you think about it, right? Because it's what you deserve as magical girls. Like, we are the ones that actually put our energies and actually anchor them into a place where we can become sovereign, and it's up to us to be able to actually, you know, see how sometimes the universe and how sometimes the world reenacts itself and the laws of nature. And sometimes as people that are in between those two worlds, as those bridges, we can feel like we're left behind, because we are in, whether it's like we're we're being observant in the universe at the time, and we're not taking chances of that cosmic time, the cosmic pool, the cosmic gates. You know, we're so, you know, in between the two worlds that sometimes we just don't feel like we're being anchored. And, you know, you can be anchored as someone that's in between two worlds. There's no separation. It's just about being able to actually sit and feel and, you know, relax into that state of mind. And yeah, and it's like, let's see what else I pulled. So I pulled the Empress card, because, you know, the people that are watching this are Empresses. You girls are Empresses, you guys. Empresses. And you're royalty. So it's in your birthright to have wealth, an abundance of it, you know, a lot of it. But are you aware? This is the thing. We need to actually pull up and be aware of our sovereignty, be aware of our divine lineage, be aware of our royalty. You know? Because it's one of those things where you can be born with so many gifts. You know, it's like when you see someone, you see they have so much potential, and then you like speak to a friend and you just say to them, like, or you speak to them and you're just like, you have so much potential but you're not using it. Why are you not using it? It's that But it's like, because they're not aware, it's not their fault. One way to become more aware is to stop and ask yourself, what am I thinking now? What am I feeling now? Or can you talk to yourself? Or can you ask yourself, am I aware now? The moment you ask, you are aware, because you have brought your mind back to the present moment. It's about being in the present moment as well, being able to actually realize and have, faith in the present moment, and not just have faith, oh, it will eventually happen, or, it will eventually, affect having faith, because I believe in, it will, because yes, that is the tea, but it's like, but the real tea, the royalty is being present with it and being actually aware in the moment, being aware that what you're doing now is literally creating a catalyst for your future, and yes, and being able to use your past as a sense of wisdom, and use that actually as a golden chain to actually anchor you into the moments where you really need that wisdom. Because when you get that sense of everyday wisdom, like you learn something every day, but it doesn't stay. It goes one day and then it's out the next. But there is actual wisdom that you have learnt, that your past selves have learnt, that your high self that is still withholding and will forever hold, because it's innate. It's such a divine wisdom that you need to. Your body remembers. Let's say your body is in remembrance and in euphoria of that sense of wisdom, because when you figure out something, or you figure out like you've done something and you've been challenged and you actually accomplish it, or you've been tested by the universe and you're being tested by the universe, and then you say, oh wait, this is the test. It's that awareness that actually allows you to actually become better, become higher, actually represent what you're feeling. Let's see. Just focus on prosperity. There is no lack or limitation. I love how these two cards were just together. So there is no lack or limitation. Well, there is lack, because we are the ones that can create the lack. Do you know what I mean? So it says, don't make that mistake of thinking that everything comes from the outside world. So everything that comes from external is not what everything that you're supposed to see as gain, right? If you think that you will most surely experience lack and limitation in your life, your mind is the creative power behind all things. So how can there be lack? It's impossible. Your ability to think is unlimited, and the things you can think into existence, is unlimited. Just focus on prosperity. The universe has abundance. No, let's restart that. Just focus on prosperity. The universe has abundance for you, and it is not your job to work out how the money will come into your life. It's your job to ask, to believe, how have received it already, how to feel happy now. Leave the details to the universe and how it will bring you into your life. Whoa, that was a mouthful. However, we got there in the end, period. So, how I interpret this reading is basically it's saying that we were talking about being aware, talking about being royal, and are you aware that you have a divine lineage? Are you aware that you have this this sovereignty? Are you aware that you have this channeling, that you can actually create abundance out of nothing? And then it's saying basically like there is no lack or limitation with your imagination. Like you can expand your consciousness to as much as to the horizons that you want to, because that is just where the prosperity is as well. That's where the wealth is. So if that's where your focus is, that's also how you're going to generate it, because you don't need necessarily to draw from external sources for you to be able to have that, So it's, and as someone that also works a job, and like a part-time job, I've also realized with myself that sometimes I do catch myself thinking, oh, this is the only way I'm going to get money. But that's not like how life is supposed to be. Like, life is supposed to be abundant in all criterias. So if you are also feeling like, heavily aligned to the sense of like starting your own business, becoming your own like Instagram influencer, being a makeup artist, being a tarot reader, being a spokesperson, anything in the creative industry, anything in entertainment, anything that, you know, like even becoming an entrepreneur, or do you know what I mean? I feel like it's about, you know, owning thyself is destiny, owning your destiny, writing your script, you being your own author, and realizing that you can create your fairy tale, you can create that truth, right? We've got Barbie and the Princess, you know, she was working in a cafe, and yeah, she was working in a cafe, and then she won this election, miracle, absolute miracle, like, you know, and then she didn't just become a princess, she was always meant to become a princess. Do you get it? Because she was adopted, do you know what I mean? She got adopted into her family, and like, that's another sign, like, if you guys feel like sometimes, like, in your family, like, yes, you can be related to them, but you feel like you're adopted in a sense, like, your spirit or your soul doesn't resonate with necessarily everything that your family holds. And it's like, you know, like, you are divine, like, you are a princess, you are royalty, like, you know, just because you are working at a cafe doesn't disregard that you are royal. And, you know, not until she started walking in her purpose, let me put her over here, beautiful, one of my favorite movies when I was younger, and just because she was working at cafe didn't actually stop her from being who she wanted to be. Not until she started walking in her path of, you know, her younger sister basically said to her, like, I signed you up. So, like, her sister was basically like her soul tribe, like, sister, like, oh, you need to do this. But then when she started walking in her purpose, she started realizing that this was actually meant for her, and she has a divine assignment. So don't be afraid to go for that divine assignment, and don't look back, you know. And, like, you know, there are going to be days where you feel really uncomfortable because you're not doing it, but so what, at least you're feeling uncomfortable. Do you get it? But yeah, guys, I'm gonna end the reading here. Obviously, you know, I loved, like, each minute of this, and I'm definitely going to be doing more videos like this, because, oh my god, I had so much fun, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope that this reading has helped you. It's definitely helped me as well. I've been realizing things that I need to also take into consideration, and actually retain and obtain, and just very grateful. I'm very grateful. Thank you. And yeah, I'll see you guys at the next one. Have a great day. Bye.